Hello everyone, welcome to the Buzz the Prey Manga. Today we continue the latest Global Freeze chapter, rewritten and edited by me in English for a smooth reading experience. All visuals and story flow are personally edited to give you the best manga style storytelling. Support the original creator by checking the official manga. So let's dive right into the today's chapter.
Chapter 2753 All Five Major Clans Are Good People 1. Ching Song fears no so-called strongman, because the Tyrannosaurus Rex possesses enough strength to meet any challenge. But the one who can truly frighten you is a powerful individual whose growth rate is infinitely fast and who has almost no bottlenecks. It's hard to imagine how a sixth-generation family could grow from nothing to such an incredible level in just over a decade. Thinking of this, Ching Song suddenly glanced at the two Dragon Clan Supremes beside him, who were eyeing him menacingly. A hint of understanding appeared in Nono's eyes. Is this guy a specially trained dagger by the dragon race? I really don't know what they were thinking to invest so many resources in a sixth-generation person. Ching Song felt that everything Zhang Yi had was given to him by the Dragon Clan, and only in this way was it reasonable enough. At this moment, Ching Song knew that the tide had turned. This battle was a foregone conclusion, and nothing could be changed. The only thing to blame is that the five major clans and Yin Yan were too incompetent, failing to kill Zhang Yi. Therefore, now the idea of destroying the Huashu kingdom, or even just taking the four leaders with him, has become a pipe dream. Call. Ching Song exhaled a heavy breath of turbid air. The lightning that had been contained around his body now throbbed a few times, showing that his master was extremely calm. She stared fiercely at Zhang Yi, her gaze seeming to etch Zhang Yi's face into her very bones. Great. Excellent. Ching Song's voice was like muffled thunder, each word sounding as if squeezed out from between his teeth. Chaos, I admit it, I misjudged you. You are not a worm. You are a young dragon in the making. The term young dragon carries a profound meaning, implying that Zhang Yi was raised by the dragon race. The Tyrannosaurus clan, will remember this debt from the Heavenly Emperor. Holding a long sword, Zhang Yi remained completely unfazed by the threat posed by the fifth-generation overlord. It is my honor to be remembered by the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Zhang Yi responded calmly, his tone both humble and arrogant. However, I hope that in the future, I will fight you on the battlefield. But if you use your power to intimidate others. Zhang Yi's eyes turned cold, his imposing aura unwavering as he stared at Ching Song. I will sit and wait for my death. Humph. Sharp-tongued, Ching Song snorted coldly, then waved his hand. The space behind Ching Song tore open, revealing a massive lightning vortex. She gave Zhang Yi one last deep look, then glanced at the white dragon and the black dragon in the distance, a hint of resentment flashing in her eyes. You won this time, but it means you've won forever. The day of fall is approaching, and that will be the true burial ground for gods. Yuan Jing, Yuan Mo, and the ghosts of 6 generations, I will be waiting for you there. I hope that by then, your mouths will still be so stubborn. After saying that, Ching Song's figure flashed and disappeared into the lightning vortex. Boom! With a deafening roar, the vortex closed, and the thunderclouds that filled the sky dissipated. The sun shone brightly on the earth once more, and the sky above the sea and sky finally regained its long-lost tranquility. Only after confirming that Ching Song's aura had completely disappeared from the perception range did tentative cheers emerge from the air raid shelters and refuges on the ground. They left. That monster is gone. We won. We won. We won. The cheers, like sparks, quickly spread like wildfire. Starting from Tianhai, it quickly spread to the entire Huashu kingdom. On the streets and from the ruins, countless survivors rushed out, embracing, crying, and roaring, venting their ecstatic joy at surviving the catastrophe. This was a truly desperate counterattack. Faced with the combined attack of 5 ancient civilizations, and even the legendary Tyrannosaurus Rex warriors, they not only defended their borders, but also upheld the dignity of the Huashu kingdom. Long live chaos! Long live Huashu! The sound was deafening. However, just as the whole country was celebrating, a cold voice came through the radio and instantly silenced all the noise. It's too early to celebrate now. Zhang Yi did not descend from the sky. He remained suspended high above, his cold gaze sweeping over the land. Although the enemy has retreated, they are not all dead. Zhang Yi's voice was devoid of any warmth, only filled with ruthless cruelty. Although the 5 major clans have been defeated, their strongholds and foundations are still intact. Given time, they will make a comeback. I need temporary peace and stability, but what I want is to eliminate future troubles forever. He suddenly drew his sword and pointed it into the distance, in the direction in which the 4 major clans were retreating. All subjects of the Huashu kingdom, heed my command. We should press the enemy with our remaining strength, for we may seek fame like Xiangyu. 6 military regions, shadow forces, and the extraordinary legion, all mobilized. Target: the territories of the Ironclad clan, Sky clan, Fawn Wolf clan, and Titan clan. Mission: annihilation. Accept surrender. Take prisoners. I will wipe these 4 races off the map of Earth completely. Boom. Zhang Yi's orders were like sparks igniting a powder keg. The Huashu army, which was originally immersed in the joy of victory, burst out with even more fervent fighting spirit after a brief moment of stunned silence. Kill. Obey this order. Exterminate the 5 clans. At this moment, no one thought Zhang Yi was cruel. In the apocalypse, mercy is the greatest cruelty one can inflict upon oneself. Zhang Yi, with his iron-fisted methods, forged the strongest backbone for the Huashu kingdom. The horn of counterattack has sounded once again. At this moment, the 4 tribal leaders, who were severely injured, were filled with rage, but they could only sink into endless despair. With even a single thought extinguished, Qing Tsong was forced back by the Dragon clan's twin heavenly sovereigns, leaving them with no chance of victory. Holding his sword, Zhang Yi looked at the 4 heavily wounded and dying night-level powerhouses and, without any mercy, directly activated the formless domain. The 4 men struggled desperately, roaring as they tried to fight back, but Zhang Yi easily sliced them into pieces with a single sword strike. I obtained 4 nearly black night-level origin essences. Indeed, plunder and war are the fastest ways to integrate resources. All 5 ethnic groups are good people. Zhang Yi couldn't help but utter this sentiment. In this way, one can avoid years of meditation and practice, or searching for ancient ruins. After arranging the pursuit, Zhang Yi slowly landed at the Tianhai Yunk Manor, which is Tianhai Fortress. Although the area was somewhat affected by the battle just now, the main buildings remain intact under the protection of the core defensive formation. He straightened his slightly wrinkled battlesuit and turned to look at the 2 figures that had been hovering in the distance. The white dragon is silent in the abyss. The black dragon is still in the abyss. These 2 supreme dragon beings were not pleased with Zhang Yi's giving orders earlier. Instead, they watched him with admiring eyes. Chapter 2754. All 5 major clans are good. Thank you both for your help earlier. Zhang Yi suppressed his murderous aura, revealing a polite smile on his face, and bowed with his hands clasped in greeting. If the 2 of you hadn't arrived in time and deterred Qing Tsong, Tianhai City would probably have really suffered, and the Huashu kingdom would have been finished. That's the truth. Although Zhang Yi has trump cards, he might be able to save his life against a devastating attack of the level of Qing Tsong, but he would definitely not be able to save the city or the entire Huashu kingdom. You did a great job. Bai Longzi Yuanma moved swiftly and appeared in front of Zhang Yi, his movements fluid and effortless. We are allies and partners who share both honor and disgrace. Since the Tyrannosaurus clan has broken the rules, our dragon clan will naturally not stand idly by. The Huashu kingdom's great victory in this battle greatly enhanced the dragon clan's prestige. In the future, when encountering other interstellar matters, the Dragon clan would hold a higher status in the eyes of other races, while the Tyrannosaurus clan would be somewhat weaker. He Longyuan nodded, his expression still cold, but the coldness in his eyes had dissipated considerably. You've done a great job. Your growth rate over the past few years has even surprised me. To receive such praise from the Black Dragon, renowned for its combat prowess, is an honor that is absolutely unique on Earth. This is not the place to talk. Zhang Yi stepped aside and gestured for them to enter, then smiled and said to the two men, "If you two seniors don't mind, please come into my home for a while. There are some things we should talk about." Bai Longzi readily agreed. A moment later, Yunk Manor, in the most luxurious VIP reception room. Outside the huge floor-to-ceiling windows, mechanical troops were gathering, and the NY was launching an attack on the main camps of the 4 major races from the city of NY. Inside, however, it was warm and cozy, with the aroma of tea wafting through the air. Zhang Yi did not have ordinary maids serve him tea and water, but instead had Yang Xia and Zhou Ke, his 2 closest female friends, personally serve him tea and water. This is both a sign of respect for the supreme ruler of the dragon race and a way of showing off his wealth to the dragons. Inviting guests to your home signifies unwavering trust. Yang Xia, dressed in a well-fitting cheongsam, gracefully served the best red robes to the 3 men. That was a top-tier item that Zhang Yi had treasured from another dimension. It was a special supply before. Good tea. Bai Longzi took a small sip and exclaimed, "I never expected to be able to drink such pure ancient tea at this time of year. You really know how to enjoy life." The Dragon Clan and the Huashu Kingdom share many similar customs, as these customs were inherited from the Dragon Clan. Drinking tea is no exception. In this chaotic place, being able to drink a good cup of tea is truly a blessing. After all these tea trees are dead now, and every can of good tea we drink is one less available. Zhang Yi responded with a smile. The arrival of the dragons was not an accident, but rather a long-planned scheme by Zhang Yi. Before returning to Earth, he made arrangements with the Dragon Clan in preparation for the battle against the 5 major races. Only after receiving permission from the Dragon Clan and being assured of military support did Zhang Yi unleash his full power in the fight. Otherwise, do you think Zhang Yi would be so arrogant as to think he's invincible and start wars everywhere? In the time of the revival of all races, a single move can have far-reaching consequences. A battle between any 2 nations could trigger a massive global storm. Zhang Yi wasn't unfamiliar with modern history. He understood this basic knowledge. Seniors, the war is now basically over. I'm wondering if the Dragon Clan has any further guidance on what comes next. That's natural. Bai Longzi put down his teacup, his expression becoming serious. Actually, even without the Tyrannosaurus Rex incident, we were still planning to come looking for you. He stared intently at Zhang Yi, as if trying to see through the young man's heart. Zhang Yi, you did an excellent job this time. Whether it was a breakthrough in military strength or an improvement in the overall technology of Huashu Kingdom, it far exceeded our Dragon Clan's initial expectations. Our ancestors even praised you personally, saying that you are the greatest variable and the greatest hope of this era. Our ancestors are too kind, Zhang Yi said modestly, but he was very happy inside. Being praised by that dragon who has lived for 200 million years is indeed something to be proud of. No, this is not an exaggeration. He Long Yuan, who had been silent all along, suddenly spoke, his voice deep and powerful. You not only have strength but also brains and ruthlessness. This is more effective than sheer force when dealing with those ancient artifacts. But Bai Longzi picked up the conversation, his eyes becoming somewhat profound. We came here this time to confirm one thing. About that starry sky corridor. Upon hearing those 4 words, the atmosphere in the room froze slightly. Zhang Yi's smile remained unchanged as he gently placed the teacup in his hand. Please speak, senior. In that holographic video, just now, you seemed to, accidentally, reveal some information about the treasure inside the starry sky corridor. Bai Longzi deliberately emphasized the words by accident, his eyes displaying a half-smile. Given your meticulousness, such a basic mistake is impossible. So, you did it on purpose? Faced with Bai Longzi's questioning, Zhang Yi did not panic at all, but nodded generously. That's right, I did it on purpose. Hiss. Although he had expected it, Bai Longzi still couldn't help but gasp when he heard Zhang Yi admit it so frankly. Do you know what you're doing? Bai Longzi's tone became somewhat serious. We dragons know better than anyone what the Starry Sky Corridor is. It is the tomb of the unknown, a forbidden zone filled with the unknown and great terror. You're spreading this kind of news to lure all races there, which is pushing them into a fire pit. Doing this will easily provoke public outrage. Once the truth is exposed, you will become the enemy of the entire planet. Public enemy? Zhang Yi chuckled and then shook his head. Senior, do you think I'm not a public enemy yet? The 5 major races want to kill us. The Tyrannosaurus clan wants to destroy us, and the other ancient civilizations are jealous and wary of us. In this world, besides the dragons, who else truly hopes for the good of the Huashu kingdom? The 6 are in a very awkward position, and countless people want to exterminate them. Then it is reasonable to take this opportunity to eliminate some threats. A cold light flashed in Zhang Yi's eyes. It was the gaze of a ruthless tyrant. Moreover, did not lie. There are indeed Star Clan ruins in the Star Corridor, and there may indeed be treasures. Did not deceive them on this point. Whether they go or not is their own business. Chapter 2755, Returning a Kindness 1. Zhang Yi shrugged, looking completely innocent. At that time, I will issue a public statement to tell the world. The Starry Sky Corridor is fraught with danger, and there is a high chance of death. Those who do not have the strength should never go there. As for whether they listen or not, that's not up to me. Greed is the original sin. If they die inside because of greed, they can only blame their bad luck, not me. Listening to Zhang Yi's rogue, yet logically sound remarks, Bai Longzi and He Long exchanged a glance, both seeing the helplessness and shock in each other's eyes. That was a really vicious move. This is an open strategy. A blatant and overt conspiracy. Zhang Yi exploited the myriad races' thirst for power and their yearning for the Omega realm, meticulously weaving a death trap for them. Even knowing it's a trap, those old monsters who have been stuck at their bottlenecks for countless years will still jump in without hesitation. You're such a born little devil. Bai Longzi shook his head with a wry smile, but his tone did not convey any sense of blame. In this cruel apocalypse, mercy to the enemy is cruelty to oneself. Although Zhang Yi's methods were ruthless, they were the most effective way for Huashu Kingdom to weaken its enemies. However, don't worry, Senior. Zhang Yi sat up straight, his expression becoming serious. I'm ruthless to my enemies, but I'm absolutely loyal to my friends. As he spoke, he took out a crystal storage device that emitted a faint blue light from his pocket and gently pushed it in front of Bai Longzi. What is this? Bai Longzi was taken aback. This is all the information about the Jaman civilization that I excavated from the Takamagara ruins in the land of the riverbank. Zhang Yi said sincerely. The Zipan clan inherited the Jaman data from the Starry Sky clan and studied the Starry Sky clan for many years. These data contain a large number of star maps, observation data, and even some speculations about the internal structure of the Starry Sky Corridor. This will greatly improve the safety of the dragons if they want to explore the Star Corridor. I am sharing this information with the Dragon Clan without reservation. What Zhang Yi said was true, and what he did was also true. He is smart. He knows when to do what and when to do it, and he also knows that one should not have ambitions that are not commensurate with one's abilities. In this world where countless races coexist, if it weren't for the slight connection he had with the dragons, who were so eager to become his lackeys, the dragons wouldn't even look at him. Therefore, we must seize this opportunity and not keep anything to ourselves, using our honesty to gain the other party's trust and support. The Starry Sky Corridor may have many valuable things, but Zhang Yi only wants stability. Therefore, he did not hesitate to take out these materials and give them to the other party. Upon hearing this, Bai Longzi and He Long couldn't help but exchange a glance. They naturally knew the significance of this information. Although the Kingdom of Zipan is far weaker than the Dragon Clan, it does have unique insights into the research on the Star Clan. This information is absolutely invaluable to many ancient civilizations. Even for the dragon race, it has some research significance. Zhang Yi actually took it out so easily? Zhang Yi, you didn't get these things easily, and you're just giving them to us like this? Even Bai Longzi's usually indifferent eyes showed some emotion. It's just returning the favor. Zhang Yi smiled and said, the Dragon Clan has protected Huashu Kingdom for so long, and today they saved Tianhai. This little thing is nothing. In fact, Zhang Yi knew exactly what was going on. Although this information was valuable, he had already had Yang Xinxin back it up and crack it. Giving it to the Dragon Clan would not only repay the favor from today, but also further deepen the alliance between the two sides. Why not do it? More importantly, if that day comes, they will have to go to the Star Corridor and also want to receive the protection of the dragons. If the Starry Sky Corridor really opens then, with the Dragon Clan holding the line, his pressure will be much less. Bai Longzi gave Zhang Yi a deep look, did not refuse, and solemnly put away the crystal. All right, the Dragon Clan will accept this gift. However, to Zhang Yi's surprise, after putting away the documents, Bai Longzi's expression did not appear too excited, but rather revealed a calmness that showed he had seen through the ways of the world. After all, there are very few things in this world that can move the dragon race too much. What Omega Ladder? The history of the Dragon Clan is unbroken. In the most prosperous era of the last century, there were also Omega-level beings. So, of course, the White Dragon Prince knows how unreliable that thing is. Regarding the deeds of the Star Clan, actually, our Dragon Clan also has records of them. Bai Longzi spoke slowly, his tone becoming somewhat weary. That civilization was too insane and too dangerous. Their demise was no accident. However, since you intend to use it to set up a scheme, we will not stop you. We will take this information back for study, and, if necessary, the Dragon Clan will send a team to accompany you. That would be best. I'll wait for your news before proceeding. Zhang Yi was overjoyed. Traveling with dragons significantly increases safety. There's one more thing I need to remind you of. He Longyuan looked at Zhang Yi and also said something. Zhang Yi said with a very serious expression, please give me some pointers, Senior Black Dragon. Yuan Jing leaned forward, her dark, bright eyes fixed on Zhang Yi, her gaze carrying a warning. Obtaining the power of this super universe opens the door to the strong, but it also means you'll be targeted by others. Therefore, you must be extremely careful. From now on, if you want to leave Earth for any operations, you'd better report to us first. Super universe? This wasn't the first time Zhang Yi had heard this term. He first heard it outside the Starry Sky Corridor from a night-level powerhouse of the clan. What is that? It sounds really powerful. Zhang Yi asked with some curiosity. The Black Dragon and the White Dragon Prince were not surprised. Humanity currently has only one Black Knight, so of course they don't understand anything about this super universe. The Black Dragon said calmly, simply put, is a qualitative change in supernatural abilities. It is the Tao, the underlying power and rules of the universe. Anyone who wants to reach the level of an empress must cross this threshold. Out of 100,000 extraordinary individuals, only one person has a chance of comprehending this ability. Out of 10,000 extraordinary individuals, only one person has a chance of awakening this ability. And out of 10 million extraordinary individuals, only one queen-level powerhouse who masters the super universe will truly be born. Zhang Yi could understand what He Lung meant. Those who awaken super universe abilities are among the rarest of all superhumans. But talent alone is not enough. They also need enough luck and a massive amount of resources to support their growth to the level of a knight. Therefore, the ratio is 1 in 10 million, right? Chapter 2756, Returning a Kindness to. He Lung was pleased. Dunyi likes smart people, which saves me from having to waste my breath. Although you haven't reached the queen level yet, you've mastered the power of this super universe ahead of time, so you don't have the bottleneck of the queen level. That is to say, your talent naturally surpasses 99% of knight level in humans. Zhang Yi thought of the baptism of the spiritual ocean, and a faint smile involuntarily appeared on his lips. However, you must not be arrogant. On the contrary, you must be even more careful. Black Dragon's expression turned serious. Zhang Yi quickly replied, Please enlighten me, Senior Black Dragon. Black Dragon held up 2 fingers and said to Mu, there are only 2 ways to advance to the rank of queen. First, a super genius. These extraordinary beings are born with a much higher content of ether in their bodies than ordinary people, so they can master the power of the super universe simply through their own comprehension. What is the super universe? It's not about transcending the universe, because that's too audacious. It's simply about transcending the rules and limitations of the universe and achieving a leap in the level of life. Upon reaching the queen level, one can even become a cosmic being, sustaining itself through solar energy. It can exist without breathing, escape planetary gravity, and possess a spiritual body capable of existing independently of the physical body, among other abilities. Upon hearing this, Zhang Yi couldn't help but look at the Black Dragon and the White Dragon Prince. Those 2 seniors, you must be geniuses. The 2 of them, of course, did not deny it. Black Dragon smiled faintly. You may have some talent, but if you only rely on meditation to break through your own limits, who knows how long it will take you. It's because of the guidance of our ancestors that we were able to avoid many detours by following their example. But what really makes you careful is the second way to master the power of the super universe. That means killing a powerhouse of queen level or above and seizing their origin. Zhang Yi took a deep breath and exclaimed, just as I thought. The universe rules created by the creator have always been pyramid-shaped, and almost everything can be obtained through plunder. What the creator needs is not a peaceful world. Peace means lifelessness and the absence of conflict, which is not conducive to its observation as a higher dimensional existence. The Black Dragon continued, your growth rate is too fast. Is it because you have extraordinary talent, or because you have obtained extraordinary resources? Or is it because you have both? No matter which of the 3 situations you are in, it's enough to make you a target for countless people. So, you must be extremely careful from now on. Zhang Yi nodded seriously. I've got it. All right, we've finished discussing things. It's time for us to go. Heilong stood up and patted Zhang Yi on the shoulder. Zhang Yi, remember one thing. The tallest tree in the forest is the first to be felled by the wind. You're too prominent right now. For the next 2 days, try to keep a low profile and build up your strength. The arrival of the Starry Sky Corridor will mark the true beginning of chaos. I have learned a great deal. Zhang Yi respectfully clasped his hands in a fist salute. After seeing off the 2 Dragon Clan Supremes, Zhang Yi stood on the terrace of the manor, watching the setting sun gradually disappear into the sky. The setting sun, like blood, dyed the entire city of Tianhai a golden red. Is this the beginning of chaos? Zhang Yi muttered to himself, a playful smile curving his lips. The smoke of battle has cleared, and the fighting has ceased. A day and a night of fierce fighting might feel like an eternity to ordinary people, but to the powerful ones standing on the clouds, it's just a slightly more intense breath. With the fall of the 4 leaders and the Nightmare Clan's swift annihilation, this war, which determined the Gaju, a term referring to the overall situation or landscape of East Asia and even the entire planet Earth, finally came to a close. But for the Huashu Kingdom, the end of the war did not mean rest, but rather the beginning of another carnival, the harvest. Attention all units, implement the plowing policy. Lu Karen, piloting a modified heavy engineering mech, shouted excitedly into the communication channel. Move everything that can be moved, and demolish and move everything that can't be moved. Even scrape the land 3 layers deep. We don't produce resources. We're just nature's porters. Under the personal command of Uncle Yu, Lu Karen, and Yang Xinxin, the mechanical forces of Huashu Kingdom swept across the land like locusts, quickly taking over the battlefields left behind by the 4 major clans, as well as the territories they originally controlled. The wreckage of destroyed warships and high-tech weapons left behind by ancient civilizations. In addition to special biological samples, rare mineral deposits, and energy cores accumulated by various ethnic groups over countless years, they were continuously transported to Tianhai City. Although the troops from the 6 regions were involved, They dared not express any objection to the above-board actions of Liu Karen and others. To put it bluntly, we are just bystanders in this war. The real deciding factor is the clash between the strongest individuals and the most advanced technology. Zhang Yi has firmly grasped both of these aspects. Even though some people might have complaints, no one dared to speak out. They could only wait for Zhang Yi to kindly share some with them. We're rich. This time we've really struck it rich. Fatty Sue couldn't stop grinning as he looked at the mountain of spoils. We've assimilated the Ironclad clan's alloy technology and the Titan clan's biomodification fluid. Our technological level can at least take another step forward. Although the 5 major races have declined, they still have something to offer. They have their own special domains, and they do even better than the Sand Raiders' civilization. This is why Zhang Yi ordered that they must dig deep into the ground, leaving no technology or resource unexplored. Zhang Yi did not participate in these trivial porter tasks. He simply stood quietly on the terrace of Yunk Manor, watching batches of supplies being stored away. The vast majority of resources were taken into another dimension. As his abilities improved, the alternate dimension within him grew larger and larger, to the point that sometimes even he himself could not see the end. There's a feeling that I'm creating a completely new world. As a seasoned hoarder, the feeling of watching the quantity of supplies in the warehouse skyrocket is even more pleasurable than killing enemies. After this round of war and plunder, the overall national strength of Huashu Kingdom has more than doubled. They drained the blood of the 5 ancient civilizations, completely transforming themselves from guardians to predators. The impact of this war, like the radiation after a nuclear explosion, quickly spread throughout the world. The leaders of the various ancient civilizations could no longer sit still. The people began frantically searching through their families' ancient books and digging up historical records buried deep underground, trying to find any trace of the Star Clan and the Star Corridor. Originally, Zhang Yi was still pondering how to subtly spread the news that the Starry Sky Corridor contained a great treasure, so as to lure all races into the game. However,
Right,
something
that's
unexpected
today's
suddenly
chapter.
happened.
Tell me in the comments which part you enjoyed the most. If you love manga style stories, don't forget to like the video and subscribe the Buzz Play Manga. See you in the next chapter with more surprises. Thank you.